Okay. I think we got this time. James, how's it going?
How are you?
100%, man.
Tops.
Welcome to Unfiltered with Oscar Msomi. Yeah. Alright, this is the Maintree shop. It's a boutique, an urban shop that's in Pietermaritzburg. And actually, I've got my homeboy here, which is Mvuselelo Masikane and Londa Nkosi. They are the founders of Maintree Boutique, which is an urban retro actually store, which has vintage, beautiful style. Actually, I did send some videos out a bit earlier so that people can have just a little bit of a preview of what it is that you guys do. Bruh, it's been so long, man. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you doing?
No, I'm so glad, man. Hey, how's the family?
They're doing well.
100%. Londa? No, man, chief.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, man. Let's do this. Now, listen, guys. Unfiltered with Oscar Msomi is basically a show that promotes businesses, people's interests, and what it is that they're passionate about, and puts it out there to the world so that they can have something that they can refer to when they looking for something nice to wear. We've been supporting the agenda of all the other retail stores, especially that are not even ours, that have come through and have been big in our soils. They've made billions out of our soils. So it's time that we profile our own people and what it is that they do and put it out there to the world so that the rest of the world knows what it is that they do, right? So that's why Unfiltered is here today, so that we can tell the story of Maintree, tell the story of RootedSoul, your story, and how this baby came about. This is Maintree, and it has little babies under it that we're going to get to in a minute or so. Mvuselelo, I just want to start with you. You and Londa are high school mates, right?
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
We met in 2001. Just before I got a transfer from Cape Town High to Alex,
right.
So we met at that point. From there, the relationship started building because we shared a lot of interest in regards to the art platform.
Right.
Style.
That's it.
So we connected through and through.
So this whole idea of where we would end up being as artists, at that point, you had no idea that it would actually become something one day. This is back in high school, 2001. Both of you, you're just friends in Alex High. I'm assuming you were not even coming from the same neighborhood because in Gazagus were no one that day. So you were friends from high school, and that's where you guys just met. And obviously you had other friends, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sure, Lord. So how was that? How was that part of your life?
Yeah, man. We're into sports.
Right?
Yeah. There was a lot of sport activity in high school. Music.
Right.
Basketball, obviously.
Man.
Yeah, the culture, as you can see.
Exactly, and that definitely stuck through, right?
A lot of it.
Because it still screams out of the stuff that you make. It's absolutely beautiful. Impatla is top notch. So you flow through. This is 2001 in high school, and you go to university, I'm assuming, or technical, wherever it is that you found yourself at that time. So when you get there, I think I heard you guys talk about something like that.
Yeah.
That's
Same technical.
Right.
Yeah, same technical. Yeah.
Same flat. We're here to visit them.
Same flat. Yeah, same flat. I went and studied public management. At that point, yes, unfortunately, some of us don't make it through because of certain things.
Exactly.
But grouped up, went back to Mother'sburg and decided to get on the books, and then I studied the human resource,
right.
Got it, and I studied and used the technology. So after that, started looking for a part-time job just to help out in something.
And you need to sustain yourself as a I mean, like, you gotta have something. So you end up getting whatever it is that is out there, which is a possible little something that you can,
just waiting for if I'm employed.
Right.
I think now it's difficult,
but at least you were doing something about it, right?
Yeah.
And when Londa in technical, that's DUT, right?
Yeah.
What were you busy with?
I did jewelry design and manufacture. Worked after tertiary, did about 2 years, and then didn't have a job after that.
Like everyone else, right?
Yeah, like everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I worked in my family business and all. Yeah, basically.
So at this point in time, we are artists. We're into design. We like street culture, and we want to basically design something. But Namaje, at that point, it was not clear this is where we would find ourselves.
Yeah.
When did that idea come from? Where you were like, as I said, guys, and I don't know how to go around that. So it came to a point where you were like, no man, let's put something on paper here. Let's try and do something. When was that, and who came up with that?
Design, should I say design? So came about. I was involved in fashion,
right,
for more years, like more than 5.
So you were
years.
already on the scene.
I was already on the scene,
right? But
I was just on the background of the scene. But
right.
I did have a concept in mind that I thought
I want to start a brand.
I want to start my own brand.
Beautiful stuff. And that would eventually be
RootedSoul.
RootedSoul.
Yeah.
So RootedSoul was basically the root. Get out of here. I didn't even notice that you played on the word. That's where this whole street movement idea came from. You were like, I want something, and that being the seed of whatever it is became the roots eventually, and it sprouted to eventually what became Maintree.
Definitely.
From the root to the Maintree.
Definitely.
I love that.
Yeah.
So this is when is this idea coming from? The year
2017.
2017.
And
And you share this with Londa because he's always your brother. He's always there.
yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah. Because I used to come when I come back from PMB,
right.
I chilled with him.
Exactly.
Because there's nobody.
So he bounced off his ideas off you.
Yeah.
And that's when you took the idea and it was like, man, we really should put some power into this, put some energy into it, so that we can actually do something out of it.
Yeah, he had more time on it because I was also working in town.
Oh, you were still occupied. Right.
So he had more time, but we always exchange ideas because he had a picture like, okay, this is the picture I want to use, and then we exchange ideas on that. Okay, no man, let's try it in 2D, let's try it in 3D, let's try it, and we'll exchange ideas like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it was a busy one, and then he made it.
He made it,
and then we put it out there, and we're like, yeah, okay, man. Okay,
and people really caught on because I've been looking even on the stuff that has been coming up on the internet. I followed your page a couple of weeks ago, and I've been checking out your stuff, man. You are really, and the stuff, of course, that you have on the shop even. People really need to come down and have a look at that. He'll give you the details as we flow with this. Now, your brother, Andy, he's burning us in the photography, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Angela Masikane, you really need to take that guy seriously. He's
doing wonders.
Man, his work is just
definitely
incredible. We really.
He's got a good portfolio.
Hammersdale is burning with talent, isn't it? Yeah, but it's really burning with talent because I know Futi, as one of the shops that you do have, you have artists because it's not just clothing that you deal with.
Definitely.
In clothing alone, you deal with a whole lot of brands which deal with that fabric and stuff like that. But then you sort of shift that into other forms of art where you have painters, guys from France and Pietermaritzburg. You're gonna tell me more about that. But Andre is really. I just wanted to bring that on the phone because he owes me one. He really needs to come through, and we want to profile him as well. So now you are in high school, and the idea comes about because you're already playing into the fashion scene. You were like, I want to start a brand. And then it's RootedSoul. RootedSoul didn't end up just being RootedSoul because it started growing this little root, right? And when it started growing, the stem part of it was still the process of the build-up. But the most important part of it was the part where it became a tree. And not just any tree, but the main tree. Tell me about that. What's Maintree?
Maintree is a platform, should I say? It's a platform for anyone who believes in the idea, whether it's baking cakes, whether it's landscape,
because I've checked out even on the page, you even poets there.
Yeah, there's poets.
I'm assuming, because you're really gonna have to give me the answer on this one, but really, it's like an umbrella that houses everyone who has a potential of wanting to put their idea on a platform that already has
Exists, yeah.
the same idea.
Yeah.
Because we all want to move forward.
True,
But
yeah.
it's very hard when you want to move forward and you're doing it
For
on your
yourself.
own little
Yeah.
corner, right?
Yeah.
It's much better when you have a support system where
Yeah.
if I post something, my little group of people can show their little thumbs, show some love and spread that, because that's what we want, right?
Definitely.
We want people to show us that they recognize what we do and they appreciate what we do, and not just end there, but really show support by coming through and buying the beautiful comment that you have here, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So Maintree is that. What comes under Maintree?
Fat Cat, Fabrics of Africa, Urazo, and we have painters, two painters for now, which is Usiatemba,
Right.
no Bright Untuli.
And Ulukuzana, Ubrasintudu, you said he's already moved to Peter Maris, to Joburg,
Joburg, yeah.
but he's still part of the family.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still part of the family. Just moved there to find his feet.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bounce far off, but I really want to find out the idea of having a brand. How do you sustain that? Because I think every single person has an idea. Inkinga, when you have an idea, it needs support.
True.
So it's very hard to sustain it. You can start it. It's gonna be your idea, but if you don't have people feeding into that idea, you sort of lose momentum and you grow tired. Especially if you're a black child, especially you go looking for sponsors. You go looking for people to endorse the thing and back it up somehow, because this is great work you've done here. How has that road been for you? Have you ever had anyone who's come back and say, guys, it's incredible, and here's 10,000, see what you can do with it. Has anyone been so giving,
Truth be told,
right?
Nah, not really.
not really. No one has ever. This is self-funded and
It's self-funded.
also support from the
Support from families. It's family.
And-
yeah,
and-
it's family.
and-
It's basically it's family.
indirect,
Right.
direct.
Because it's the
family,
only way,
basically,
anyway.
yeah.
So it's important to
Absolutely.
see abantu abakhona empilweni zethu contribute now. Listen, you can get all the likes that you can possibly get out of social media, and it's really exciting when you go through that. But that's a little high that doesn't equate to anything. What we need are people coming into the shop and picking up the merchandise, right? And at the moment, it's exciting because that's happening. But can you imagine if the scale grows to something bigger than that? What are the prospects for Rooted Soul? Where are you guys seeing yourself in the near future? Where would you like to step
This
up above
concept.
it?
Hey man, for now, if you can take it to nationally, maybe
Exactly.
the whole concept,
Right.
Not just a part of it.
And to understand, Wuti,
You
it's
know?
limitless. It's
Yeah,
street culture,
street
and it
cul-
incorporates anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there can't really be a limit on it.
A limit, yeah. So now, if you can put yourself in Joburg, have ourselves there in Cape Town.
There must have been some challenges, though.
Durban.
I'm assuming that there must have been some challenges picking it up from it being a baby to where it would find itself being a proper platform. Any challenges that you might have had, and how did you overcome that so that even Umunyumutu or who might engage be like, I know Uguti, I listened to that podcast and I did learn Uguti, they did go through that, but they sustained themselves through this and this how. So how did you manage yourself through that scene?
A lot of sleepless nights, bruh.
Yeah. A lot of sleepless nights.
Yeah.
A lot of
Mm.
sleepless nights, bruh.
It's not as if this brand Rooted Soul has always been going like continuously.
Right.
There's a point where we were not producing anything.
Right.
About bad space.
Face.
And now you're trying to produce something that you can't even wear. You're just producing for money.
Right.
So it got to a point where for a couple of months it stopped. So we went back on the wagon and we decided to say, look, bruh, everyone is doing this stuff, but
Funny ones, it is of Kaza.
we need to do it our own way.
Because you don't want to lose that authenticity as well. I know, Uguti, that actually happens to even a lot of music artists. You get a young guy who's burning with talent. He is recognized because he is doing the kind of song that comes from him. But as soon as he's recognized out of that, remember, they forget that. They take him raw like that. When they put him in a recording deal, they start giving him papers to sign. No, listen, you can't do that. We don't want this. Do it like this. And once they change his idea,
That's I see, yeah.
he's no longer himself. And I know that's. I because I did music as well, I did tap into that. But when I came across that, like, don't do it like this, do it like that, I was like, no, I don't like that. So I sort of, it made me, I don't want to say that I sort of lost the interest, but I sort of,
He's creating something else.
So you went through that.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be authentic.
Right.
You need to
keep it real.
Keep it that way.
Yeah.
It's a long process and a journey, because the more you jump the wagon and you're trying to impress so and so to doing their stuff,
exactly,
you're gonna lose your authenticity.
And you lose yourself in that.
So
producer into without even noticing, because they just inspire you.
Yeah, exactly.
And that becomes less exciting, because you've lost the plot totally.
Definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
So you guys are obviously on the social links. I'm sure there's a way that people can connect with you, and they have to come down here. I want everyone to understand this is a brainchild of a black man right here, and it has to be celebrated. We have to put it out to a place where when you see a random photo of a person that you've never seen before, like, wait a second, that person is wearing my jacket.
Yeah.
That's where we're headed, because we have paid too much to support the agenda abantu who are not even us, who are not a part of us, who are not even from here. But if so as good to sit and nurture our own. I mean, other guys are already doing it. That denims guy is doing it.
Yeah.
The other guy with the print, he's doing it, and it's just time for us to embrace our own.
Oh yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys. I just want to say it's been a brilliant one. I really appreciate it. In your fabulous store.
Yeah.
We're gonna push this. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make sure that it's louder. And of course, remember, the only way that you can actually show love, other than just coming to the shop and paying the actual dollars, it's better to share the content, to show some thumbs to a young man who's actually making a difference out there. You know that. So Mvuselelo, bra, and Londa, you guys are really keep it strong. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. So how do people get a hold of you on social media, Facebook, Instagram? How do we get through to you?
Okay, we've got a Facebook page. It's called Maintree Boutique and Gallery.
Right.
And I've also got my own page on Instagram, RootedSoul. And Londa has also got his handle.
Right.
Yeah,
Londa Nkosi.
So you go there and follow these guys and make sure that you also come through. Where are you guys located? I know it's in Pietermaritzburg. When I was sketching it.
In GPS.
Yeah, GPS really threw me off there. So where are we and how do people come through?
Number 72 Thornhurst Drive, Beasley, Pietermaritzburg.
That's RootedSoul. That's Maintree.
That's Maintree.
Representing. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you so much again for having Unfiltered with Oscar Msomi on your store. It's really beautiful, and thank you so much. The work that you're doing is really incredible.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
100%. Yes. Keep it strong, man.
Thanks.
100%.
Sure.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Cabanga uburekhod ngaphisanga.
Take 3.